We're back.
Oh, wait a minute.
Due to We're back. Due to nerdery. Oka Studios. Hey there. Sean Solo 8. Salacious. Rum. That's right. Green Man and a Monkey Lizard. Bringing out toys to play. Green Man and the Monkey Lizard.
Well, hello.
Happy Saturday, everybody.
Hello. Hello.
Welcome. This is 3 Men and a Monkey Lizard. It is your stop for toy and entertainment fun. I can't even read it. Astro. Look, I still got the GFI Joes. When am I ever going to change that? But anyway,
that's what they should be called. They should be called that, the GFI Joes.
GFI Joes, yeah. Anyways, when you're on social media, don't forget to hashtag 3MML so we can all share in what's going on. Today, you got your host. He's a monkey lizard, and he thinks he has a sense of humor.
Oh.
It's Salacious Rum.
Oh, yeah, everyone.
Or
we do, yeah.
I
try.
Hope everybody brought their toys today.
I try. Got some toys. Looking forward to hanging out with the boys today, you know. Yeah. So it's good to hang out with you guys and look at some toys and chill out and try and relax, you know. Try and relax.
So you got your friendly neighborhood action figure reviewer, Sean Solo 8.
Good.
Yeah, she's Spider-Man.
And we are one host down, A Dude's Nerdery. There's his channel link. And then, of course, Oka Studios. Yeah. And you're on my channel, so I'm not going to need to show you the link if you're here. I just want to remind everybody that I do have my memberships available on my channel with some custom badges, emojis, community posts, some upcoming behind-the-scenes stuff. Well, I do have a couple of videos that are members only and some other things. And Sean, you have memberships on your channel, right?
Yes, I do. And you also give away rare figures sometimes.
I have given away a couple of figures on my channel. Rum, are you turning your memberships on?
You know what? I've been thinking about it, and I might give Patreon a go, but I definitely recommend joining the Sean Solo channel and Oka Studios channel.
Yep, I really appreciate that.
So that's definitely, I think it's just a little way to help the channel, isn't it? You know, because it does cost stuff, and so it's definitely worth it. You know. So I've decided maybe, but I'm happy being members of your channel at the moment. So
cool. Everyone in the chat, remember to ask questions, and maybe we'll answer them.
Yeah,
maybe. Depends on the question. Let's say hello to some of the folks in the chat that have showed up.
Absolutely. Let's roll.
G-Force, hello.
What's up, G-Force?
G-Force.
Thousands ghosts.
Hey, hope you're feeling better, buddy.
Yeah, man.
We're
take care of yourself.
He's got to look after himself, isn't he?
Yep. Gerard Kane.
What's up, Gerard?
I love Gerard. I'm Miriam. Thank you, Miriam.
Yeah, wonderful people.
Mr. B.
What's up, Mr. B?
Mr. B.
Sir Eric Brown is in the chat.
What's up, Eric?
He's an Anglo.
Nice new display. Yeah.
I'm sorry? Oh.
Sir Eric. Yeah, I love Sir Eric. He's an Anglophile, is Sir Eric. So I think he likes us.
Super awesome. Super awesome geek show.
Hey, what's up, John?
Super John.
Hey.
Thousands go. Just another 12-hour shift. But he is feeling better.
So much epic this week.
Say hello to Sonny.
What's up, Sonny? I'm upset I wasn't invited on the He-Man show. I mean, I probably have more, not to sound stuck up, but more He-Man action figures than all of you guys put together, probably.
I don't know about that. I don't know. Well, we can have a little contest.
Yeah,
I think you guys should have a contest because I
have vintage also. Yep, sure do.
We could have a.
I got a vintage right here next to me. If I got to prove it. Who is he? Where is he? Anyway,
Left Coast Graphics is here.
We're gonna have a He-Man.
What's up, Left Coast?
Left Coast.
He gave us a walk around Canada the other day. It was kind of cool.
Yes, he did. Dark
Baza.
Viking. Hello.
Baza.
What's up?
Baza.
Everybody saying hello to each other. Connor from Fuller's Figures. Hello. Yes, the official intro. We all know
What's
it.
going on? Yeah.
I'm giving up. I'm giving into it.
Are you really? Are you gonna put it on your channel?
It's already on yours, so it's fine. I've got the other one on mine, the B version.
What's up, Greedo?
Ways of the Sith. Hello.
I thought it was getting a bit siffy around here. Must be like
Jonathan Redmond.
Mr. Sif.
Let's see.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, there are so many amazing action figures.
Ooh.
Colonel Angus is joining us.
Colonel. How you doing,
What's
Colonel?
up?
How you doing, Colonel?
Sign up,
Look at
suckers.
him. I don't have him, so you got me beat there.
Hold on a minute. You got better.
So-
you're
Most
gonna
recent
beat
one
me
I
in the
picked up is this
collection. You
one.
got Hordak.
Well,
Silver Scratch
Come
Built
on.
Productions is here.
Come on.
Lobot's here. I'm gonna try to
Vintage Hordak.
go a little bit more. Jonathan Redmond.
I'm gonna find you a vintage Hordak. I think I've got doubles of him.
Yes.
oh, that'd be sick.
Greedo, I posted a link
Let
in
me
the
see. I
team.
think I do have my vintage one.
Dino
sitting
from
right here.
Geek Strong YouTube's here.
What's up, Dino?
No.
I'm so glad to be hanging out with you guys, man. I've had such a rough week.
It's been a
Hopkins
shitty week all around, Sean, isn't it?
It has,
Honest.
absolutely
Nathan
gutted,
Bowden's
man.
here.
All this shit that's going on.
Lobot.
Nobody goes lower than Lobot. Vern.
No.
Nobody ever has. No one ever will.
Oh, do you guys got this one? Yeah, I know.
Oh, is that a 20?
That's not a He-Man.
20,
I know,
20
that's She-Ra.
or something?
Yes, that's a She-Ra figure.
Oh.
Yeah, it was my sister's actually.
So
that's
it looks
going.
like there's like a little bit of a competition going because Super John's saying that he has almost all the Mo2 figures, vintage, and all the variants. So it sounds like you guys need to have a collection show-off contest.
We do.
And I'm guessing Bob and Salacious will have to go down to a storage center. I can just imagine the door rolling up, whoosh, and there's like Mo2.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, but
No. Oh
To
my
be
gosh!
honest-
So
to be honest, most of ours are from visiting card. Like they're all beaters. Half of them haven't got accessories.
Yeah.
I could never leave them alone. You know, like when you go past a stall and there you just see like a little, like knackered Prince Adam, you know, with his arms hanging off, like 50p. It's like, take me. You know, I just gotta.
Yeah.
I can't leave them.
No.
So you guys were talking about everything that's going on this week. Of course, Paris respects to the Queen,
Mm-hmm.
right?
And the new
How's everything
king.
over there in the UK, Salacious?
I'll let Bob talk.
All right, Bob.
Yeah, it's been really weird, guys, to be totally honest, because it's like I know we're old-fashioned. We are an old-fashioned lot, but we're kind of like the last country on earth to still maintain, you know, an old conventional monarchy, and we do know like that it's daft. Like we're kind of self-aware that it is old-fashioned, and you know, but it's mostly ceremonial. But the thing is it's very personal because we've all grown up with the Queen, with the royal family. So she's like on our stamps, she's on our coins, she's probably, I don't know, is she the most well-known person on earth? She probably is up there, isn't she? In terms of, you know, she must be. And the thing with the Queen is she never really she was always impartial. Like she would never get involved politically because that was her job. Her job was to stay dignified and not get involved in sides.
Mm-hmm.
And but the thing about her was she it was all about duty. You know, she gave her
absolutely.
She gave
entire
her
life up. She gave everything up.
And you know, there are moments throughout history where she's made speeches, or there have been poignant moments in time that you just don't forget. Yeah, like her coronation when she was crowned the queen at the age of 21, and this was after.
That?
Yeah, I mean, and this was after the Second World War, and so this is basically the end of the British Empire, and then for her whole life, she basically oversaw the deconstruction of the British Empire, the independence of all these fantastic new modern nations, and then the creation of the Commonwealth, which was our attempt at bringing people together, and so she was just incredible. And I don't think there's, I mean, I've seen a lot of craziness online, but here in England, I haven't seen anybody that wasn't. We were all a blubbering wreck. I mean, I was, just anyway, yeah. So, and it's a bit period of uncertainty for us as well, because we've just had a new prime minister,
yep.
And then there's all this energy price stuff going on. So it's a really weird time. War in Ukraine, and the Russians, Putin hates us, and it's just a really crazy time. Luckily, out of all of the craziness, Prince Charles came out with an incredible speech the other day, and did an impromptu walk around outside Buckingham Palace, and people automatically started shouting, "God save the king!"
Yeah, he shook everybody's hand. It was amazing.
That's amazing. Yeah.
And then one chick grabbed him and kissed him.
Yeah,
that's crazy. I can't believe security.
So I don't know. I mean,
what's her head's up there today, Meghan Markle or whatever.
Yeah, and
the crowd welcomed her, from what I've seen.
Yeah, because I think people are sick of conflict, and he even spoke about them, didn't he, in his speech? Trying to reach out. I think we've all had our share of conflict, and to be honest, and I don't know. I do want to just say this one thing, because I kind of want to get this off my chest, if it's all right, Vern. Like,
yes.
So I posted my sympathies on Twitter, and one guy came after me a little bit and was using the death of the Queen as a way to criticize British imperialism and called me a racist.
These people are brainwashed by TikTok.
Yeah,
people just want to stir negative energy as much as possible.
Yeah, I don't know how far back you have to go before you can stop apologizing for acts of your ancestors. I mean, every place on Earth has been invaded or colonized at some point. I mean, should I be angry with the Danes because of the Vikings? Should I be angry with the French because of the Norman invasions, or the Germans because of the Saxons? Should I be cross with German people now because of Hitler and the Nazi regime? I don't think so. We can't be held accountable for actions that happened that that we weren't there for or weren't part of. And for sure.
I lived in Germany, when I was 14 years old, and the Germans were such nice people, but in today's age, it's like blaming them for what Hitler did. It's just, it makes no sense. That the 80s, I miss the 80s, bro. I just do. The 80s.
I mean, I think everybody agrees, right? We were talking about this off camera, the ideology of that of those events and stuff are horrific. Nobody agrees with them, but you can't blame somebody today for something that happened years ago. And I mean, the world has been built on one power trying to conquer other powers, or trying to help the other societies with what they think are their best what do you call it, best practices or whatever. And when you're that other country, maybe you don't see it, but you can see a lot of countries that have prospered or whatever because of intervention.
Well, there's no two ways about it. I mean, you know, I'm not going to sit here and say that, you know, the British Empire was there weren't things that were wrong. I mean, 100% there were. So, but at the same time, you know, should I not be proud of being British? Well, let me do a list of all the things that were bad, and I won't agree with any of them. But then let me throw up a list of all the things that we did that were good. You know, and I'm going to celebrate. You know, and I'm going to celebrate those. I mean, you know, so and that list is extensive. You know, I'm not going to go on about it, but so. You know, I think, but to put it on the Queen is just ignorant. You know, she actually was the opposite of some of her ancestors. She wasn't a queen that presided over a conquering nation. She helped detangle and untangle a bit of the mess, to be honest. And
that's was the point I was trying to say earlier. Is so much has changed while she was queen.
Yeah.
It was a rough start, you know, but that was right after World War II we're talking about, you know.
For sure.
It's crazy.
But I mean, in the same respect too, I mean, like you have a prime minister, and aren't a lot of the decisions that the country makes, isn't that done by like the government, not necessarily the royal family?
For sure. It's different to the American system. It's similar our systems are similar in respect of we have two chambers of governance. You have the Senate and you have the what's the second chamber? The Congress. So you have the Senate and you have the Congress, and the point of having two chambers is one chamber can scrutinize the decisions made by, you know, the laws put in place by the first chamber. So we have the same it's the same principle. We have the Commons and the Lords, and then we both have heads of state. Our head of state is separated from the politics. Our head of state is the Queen. Your head of state is the president. I mean, that's a crazy job. Your president performs head of state, head of the government, and the commander in chief.
Yeah,
ours is separated. So
it's very similar though. But you know, that's, you know, up on the top they sign everything into you know, what the law is, but other people are actually making the decisions.
I think.
But can the Queen like turn it down if it hits her desk and she can be like, no, I'm not signing this?
It's a ceremonial function. So, but you know, she does. I was talking to someone earlier about this. If you think about it, she has met every single world leader like dozens of times. She knows their family. She knows world politics, or did, inside out. So when she meets, the Queen still meets with the Prime Minister every week for a chat, basically, but she gets a red box. So all of our ministers get a red box, which is a briefing of events. She gets a red box, so she gets briefed on world events. And actually, what a great insight to have if you're trying to navigate your country through world politics. You know, she obviously would have a lot of insight. You know, but I know that's an old-fashioned. Greedo, yeah.
We can. That'll work.
So anyway, it's nice being able to come on and just hang with you guys, because it's been a weird time. So I've had my cry. I couldn't help it. I just couldn't. I don't know why. I just couldn't.
Yeah, she was just beautiful, man. You know, you look back in them pictures, it's crazy. She could have done anything with her life, you know, but well, she couldn't, you know. She really didn't have a life. Yeah, she lived around all this wonderful stuff, getting mails and but still to not be able to go to the movies.
Yeah. In the 80s, she did a tour of the States. I think it was like 1983, around that time. I was 13. And we lived near this base, Castle Air Force Base, and it's real close to Merced, which is considered gateway to Yosemite. And all I remember from that time was my sister coming home and saying, get in the car. And we drove over to the base, and we sat in these like bleachers for like a couple hours. And I can't remember if she landed there or left from there. We saw this, like, there she was, that big, getting on the plane. But we waited a couple hours just to see this like event. Yeah.
There's some nice footage of her horse riding. I think it was with Reagan, and they're horse riding together, which was quite cool.
There's so much good footage right now on television. I've been glued to it. It's just amazing, and it makes me miss home, to be honest with you. So bad.
Yeah. So did you guys? Were you done? Did you want to keep talking about the?
There's a lot of news drop today. I don't know. Somebody.
That's what I was gonna say. Did you guys see any of the trailers?
I want to see the Indy 5 trailer. So if anybody catches it, please DM me it.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
They showed it to the public.
I've missed all of it. So I've missed all of it. I don't know what's happened.
Okay, so let's just watch this.
Oh, I've seen this one.
This Halloween, you can't escape the shock, the terror of Werewolf by Night.
Tonight, it is every hunter for themselves.
Good luck. I'll be rotting for you.
But one of you is a monster, masquerading as one of our own. I can't wait to find out what breed of evil you are. You'll wanna see this, darling.
Please don't do this. Death is coming for you!
Werewolf by Night.
What the Frank
Disney Plus. Come on, right?
Oh my god. Wow.
Disney Plus. I was like, what the heck is this?
What?
And then did you see what was the man thing or whatever in there? Did you see that shot
really?
of him?
Wow.
Yeah, right towards the end. Oh, I was like, wow, that looks so cool. Can't wait for that.
That looks crazy, man.
Oh my gosh. You didn't see any of these shows?
No, I haven't seen any of it.
Yeah,
Oh
I've been glued to that today too. Good stuff popping out of there today. Harrison Ford actually cried on stage. He's so excited for Indy 5. It's crazy.
Yeah. That is kind of nuts.
What else?
So-
What else have we had then? What else have we had?
The biggest and coolest thing I think is the Clone Wars. Not the Clone Wars trailer, but what's it called? The Tale of the Jedi.
Yeah, the Tales
Can
of
you
the
play
Jedi. I
that?
don't have-
No way.
It has
Count
Dooku, Qui-Gon Jinn. Oh, it just looks so epic, man.
Okay, let me see if I can find it on YouTube.
I think that was the best. And then obviously the Mando 3 trailer finally in high definition.
Oh, really?
Let's watch the Mando 3 trailer while I look for this up.
Is that monkey?
This is the one that you saved?
There is. You'll love it.
You are as its father.
This is Star Wars, man.
A clan of two. But you have removed your
That's
helmet.
funny, Jonathan.
Then
Oh, that's
you
a
are a
waterfall thing, isn't it?
Mandalorian.
Yeah.
That's
No
that waterfall
more.
thing.
Now here's where it starts right here. These space battles.
Your cult
Look at those in the back, all the actors.
fractured our people.
Oh, he's got a.
Oh, that's Mandalorian. That's
Where were you
Mandalorian.
then?
Oh my word.
Did you think your dad was the only Mandalorian?
They're just gonna polish it. 6 months. Whoa, let's. Babu free.
Kid, hang on. You ready for an adventure?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
I'm ready.
Oh,
Sign me up.
Yes, please. Oh, nice, fresh music. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sick.
Stoked for that. Oh yeah.
I'm still more excited for Tales of the Jedi, though. Well, maybe it's because I've seen that trailer before.
Probably. I mean, we all saw that kind of. Yeah, I got that one too. Hold on a second.
Oh,
somebody had filmed it on their cell phone.
Oh my god, I'm not seeing any of this.
Yeah, check this out. If you like the Clone Wars, this is just gonna blow your mind.
Is it full screen?
It says click to exit full screen. It's not pointing.
Oh, you can't see it. Can you see it now?
Did it open on a second screen?
No. Oh, there. I'll just leave it like that.
Oh, is that Pat? Who's is
yeah?
Is that Padme?
And look, young Count Dooku, young Ahsoka.
Oh, what was? Green Saber.
Yeah,
it's older.
6 original shorts. So it's going to be kind of like Visions, but modern. Clone Wars take.
Oh,
but they're all true stories. Yeah, that's Count Dooku as a Jedi.
Yeah. No way. Yeah, I was going to say this is earlier, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. That's Qui-Gon Jinn right there.
No way.
Mace and Dooku teaming up. And look, yeah, obviously clone. Look at those guys.
Yeah.
We'll get some figures of them.
I don't know why it doesn't do sound when you're sharing a video like this for me. Sorry about that, everyone in the chat. It does sound super cool.
Sick. It is. It is so good.
Oh my gosh.
I think I'm most looking forward to this.
Sorry about that.
Oh, and look at that.
It's who was that?
But I don't know who it is.
Who was that? Hold on, can you go back? Who was that with a?
It's not Darth Revan, unfortunately. It looks just like him though.
Hold on, but who? Oh no,
he's an Inquisitor.
No, that's not. That's
Tales of the Jedi. That's what it's called, and that's coming out. When's that coming out?
If you look at the,
that was Plagueis.
I think that when you look at the closed caption, I have to look at it again, but I thought it showed Inquisitor, right? Like as the person who was speaking.
Oh, yeah, maybe you're right.
It looked like a moon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it looks really.
I thought it was Darth Revan at first.
It's not Revan. That looks like. Oh, I've got to go on. I've got to bring that up on my phone now.
It's so good, man. And then of course you got Bad Batch, which I'm a huge fan of that. So.
Yeah, see, Eric's saying it's a new Inquisitor, and that's what I think too, right? It's an Inquisitor because of the closed caption. Yeah. All right. Sorry about the sound. I can't.
Well, do you have they didn't have Inquisitors then, did they? Yeah. This is pre-Inquisitor. This is pre-Empire.
Do you have the concept art of the Indy 5?
I don't. Hold on.
It shows them like pushing off like an arc case and stuff. It looks just.
Was somebody? Did somebody share that on Twitter?
Yeah.
This is pre-Empire, so it's not an Inquisitor.
Well, these are the stories we want to know. People want Qui-Gon Jinn. They want Count Dooku as a Jedi. I mean, it's just insanity. And Mace in the trailer, he's like, "Hold back, Count Dooku," or something. I don't know what he calls him.
They showed a shot of the skeleton crew with Jude Law that looks like it's going to be good.
Yeah.
Just by one picture. And then they showed a bunch of Marvel stuff, right? Like, I do have the Secret Invasions. Do you guys want to look at that?
Yeah, sure. But before we move on real quick, on a scale of 1 to 10, what's your hype for Andor right now? Oh, we're talking about that today, aren't we?
Off the scale.
Yeah. Well, we can talk about it. I mean, I'm at about a 7 right now.
So am I, about a 7. Did you see the extended scene that's about a minute and a half?
No. I watched that. I watched the first look that's on Disney Plus, which shows that entire scene. Yeah,
that didn't hype me up more at all.
It's one of those things where like then they immediately moved into the trailer, and you could tell that the voiceover from that scene was used to kind of like spot through that trailer, and it kind of threw me off a little bit. But yeah, that one scene.
Okay,
for the first look, it was good to see a whole scene and to kind of see how that tone was going to go, but it didn't throw me over the top.
No, nor me. I mean, do you think
Yeah.
Vader's going to show up?
I
'Cause
have a
he's
feeling we're
around.
going to end. We may end up seeing more Krennic.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, that'd be
Just say
cool.
Inquisitor. Just say Inquisitor, and there's the Imperial mark on his shoulder.
It looks
Yeah,
sick,
and if you
doesn't
look,
it, Ron? So
at the
good.
closed captions, it actually says Inquisitor.
Yeah.
For his
Who might you be?
Hey Josh.
What's up, Josh?
Crazy.
Lobot.
What's up, Lobot?
Let's see. Dave Filoni told us there will be more seasons of Tales of the Jedi, but this season is like 3 episodes focused on Ahsoka and 3 on Dooku.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be cool. And you know what? I know I say this all the time that it's real hard for me to watch like animated, but I really did get into the trailer on that. So that may be like my push.
Yeah.
Right?
And it's going to blow your mind because that's what it took for me. And you're going to get dragged into watching the rest of the Clone Wars just because of that.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
And it'll blow your mind because the stories in the Clone Wars, I mean, it really does elevate Star Wars to another level.
I did rewatch after watching that first look, by the way, with of the Andor, I did rewatch Rogue One.
Oh yeah, I didn't.
Yeah.
I watched all those special features. What else popped up on there? Oh, I watched Pinocchio. That was actually entertaining.
Was it
man.
good?
I liked it.
I haven't seen it yet.
Have we seen Secret Invasion? Were you putting that up?
Yeah, he's
yeah. Hold on. You ready? Ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. Secret Invasion, everybody.
I haven't seen this one.
How cool! It is like an alien, like an old school alien invasion movie, isn't it? Like,
for years, you've been avoiding Earth. But I have called for your help plenty of other times, and you've been pretty content to let those calls go straight to voicemail.
Yeah, well, this is different.
This is obviously set in a
How
little
much
bit
do you
in the
know
past.
about your security detail?
What do you mean, how much do I know about him?
Oh, look who it is.
Fury, we gotta be very careful now.
oh, cool.
Krennic, man.
You're
Oh,
in no
it's
shape for
Olivia.
this fight that lies before us.
Yeah, there's great surprises in this one. I just was
Brilliant.
This is just the beginning.
Look,
This
who is
is
that?
my
Amelia.
Yeah,
Amelia Clark.
Amelia.
And I'm the
Yeah.
last person standing between
Amelia.
them and what they really want.
Now, is this a film or a
And
series?
what is that?
I think it's a series.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, that's gonna be entertaining for sure.
Okay, I'm in. And Amelia's
Original
in. Amelia.
series.
I got some juices.
Yeah, I'm in for
dribbling.
that. I'm a sucker.
come on,
I
that-
consume it all.
Just looks good. That looks good. So, and then I was looking for somebody had posted a picture of the Marvels, and I was looking
Yeah,
for
That
the,
looks.
the,
I
the
want to see the
teaser,
trailer.
but I didn't see
Yeah.
it.
That's like the
anywhere.
Indy 5. So that one and Indy 5. Keep your eyes out. Message me. Probably everybody here. We all want to see it.
Oh, okay. Somebody wants me to pull up the Thunderbolts. Let me see if I can find it.
Oh, we got that as well.
That looked cool.
Yeah,
yes.
No, it's not a trailer, but it's
They have concept art for that too. Thunderbolts, Indy 5.
Okay,
They
here we
did show
go.
that stuff. And then the Marvels, I don't know. No, they didn't show concept art for that one. But you see the new Black Widow,
can you
Winter
see it?
Soldier. There it is.
Yeah.
That's it right there.
Okay, so there's the is that in the center? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
there's the Thunderbolts.
yeah, Taskmaster's kind of odd. Who's that on the left?
Oh,
That's
Taskmaster.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
And who does she play? What is that?
She's the one that was like recruiting.
Yeah, she's Madam thing, isn't she?
Yeah, something.
And
Oh,
then
the
so
the other
other
Winter
one's
one's
from
Soldier. So Winter
Ant-Man,
Soldier.
right?
Oh, go back to is Winter Soldiers in it then?
Yeah.
New
he
World
is.
Order. Yeah, right there.
That looks cool. I'm excited for New World Order, man.
Oh, Florence Pugh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's in there.
As
Oh.
Black Widow wearing the green vest.
Oh.
Yeah. This is going to be I'm guessing this is a movie, right? Captain America, the Captain America film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
I'm
didn't
ready.
see
Who are
that,
the actors there? Wait, go back down.
Doctor. Here?
Who's there on the stage? Yeah.
I'd have to go
Sebastian,
and
is that on the left?
Oh,
even see
that's
who any of
that
that is.
guy. That guy on the left is the old. He was the first captain. He was in the story, wasn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
He-
The older
the first.
super soldier.
Yeah, the first. The first black Captain America, wasn't he?
This was in that Terror by Night. You just got a glimpse of him.
Oh, look at Man Thing.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Look at that.
And then Quantumanium, look at that.
Yeah, there you go. There's some concept.
Oh, that's Kang.
So that's Vision up there, or
yeah, the White Vision. You got Captain Marvel.
Yeah,
This is
who else?
I'm guessing what from I don't know who that is.
Is that Doctor Doom? No.
This up here, it's Kang.
That's Kang.
Oh, okay.
And then you got, of course,
Miss Marvel's supposed to be there. Who's using the little portal thing?
Strange? Is it Strange?
It's hard to tell if it's Strange or if it's Wong.
Yeah, I would think
But,
Wong.
Look, they had
Ironheart. They teased.
Ironheart. Yeah, the Wakanda Forever.
That's gonna upset a lot of people. They don't think she deserves.
And
Is
I
it
didn't
her
see
there?
that.
Is it her?
Their skeleton crew, which
Ooh.
I didn't catch anything on that. Was there a trailer? Or?
I don't know.
I think it was just that promo pic. And then
Is that animated? Skeleton Crew?
no, that's
Willow.
Jude Law
Everybody
right there.
excited about
Yeah.
Willow.
Is it not animated? It's not animated.
No.
No, it's a film.
Shit, is
or
it?
Yeah.
I thought it was animated.
Do you think this will? Can you guys hear
What's
that?
that? Oh,
No.
Willow. I haven't watched the trailer, but I didn't really care for the first one much. So
If there's
I
no
think
sound
this is
to the chat, I'm sorry. There's no sound. You guys have to let me know.
no sound. Yeah.
I quite like Willow. Warwick seemed like he was phoning in a little bit in the first trailer. But I'll watch it.
It's going to be visually
Excuse me.
beautiful.
Yeah, it's fun. It'd be cool to look at for sure.
Oh, the leader's that villain from Captain America.
Oh, and they teased Fantastic Four. I guess
Oh,
that's
did
coming
they?
out 2024.
No way. Did you not tick the share sound box when you shared your screen?
What?
When you share a screen, there's an audio tick box.
The audio
before
goes
sharing.
away?
Yeah,
That's
you
what
can-
Jonathan's saying. You need to
can
share
tick or
every
untick.
time.
Oh.
Cool. Oh man, I missed all of this.
Yeah, I don't even remember the first one. I'll have to watch it.
Sorry.
What else was there? So was there the Indy 5 trailer or not?
There was, but
There was.
they did
Shit.
not show it to the public, only to the
Oh.
people in the auditorium. So
Oh,
we're gonna
okay.
find like cell phone footage eventually.
I didn't even realize. Was it D23 or something today then?
Yeah.
Oh, God, I didn't even realize. Didn't even realize.
And then Loki season 2, they had all the crew on stage there.
They had Short Round, right, from
Yeah.
Indiana Jones up there with them.
hmm
I saw something where he was like,
Oh, and
I'm
Daredevil, the
confused.
new Daredevil series they teased.
Just need to go get a drink. I'll be back.
All right.
Yeah,
I didn't.
There. That looks like about it. Huh?
What is this? Is this actually true, or was that just
I
them
hope
messing around
not.
with us?
I don't know why people are going crazy. I didn't
All right,
really
I'm
like
gonna
the
take that off.
latest episode very much.
I actually thought it was pretty funny. I did like the extra scenes at the end because I think that's when we were watching the show. I was kind of like, why didn't Madison end up staying and watching the shows with Wong? And then of course the end credits.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I didn't like that lady. Maybe that's it. She was irritating to me. I just didn't like her.
And then if you
But
want to try to
a lot of
find some of those
fanboys.
Indiana Jones pictures, I can share them.
Yeah, the concept art is on there. I don't know if there's only 3 pictures, but the trailer's out there somewhere. But if we played it on here, they'll take our stream down.
Oh, yeah, probably. Not going to be that.
Because
Well,
if you, for
I'm
some weird
wondering about
reason,
this.
if you
What? Go ahead.
carry on. If you search like Indy 5 trailer leak,
Yeah.
it's like a minute behind. You can't get up to the second because I guess Disney is just knocking them down as soon as they pop up.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure. Like everybody liked the Madison Wongers.
Yeah, everybody does.
Yep,
Yeah,
everybody.
well, not for me, not my style.
There was some. I think somebody made like a picture of a potential action figure. You know, one of those like they did a mock-up.
Oh, I seen the box. Yeah, that was
It
funny.
looked so funny. But you want to do some pickups? Did you get anything?
Oh yeah, I did because it's been what 2 weeks for me. So I'll start by. I don't know if
I noticed you
last
haven't
time.
posted a video in a week.
No, yeah, I've been really depressed, man. So I got
I'm sorry to
bad
hear that.
news, but we'll see how it works. But those guys are on the channel. I got Iron Spider, who's absolutely
Nice. That guy
awesome.
looks good.
He is. A lot of hate for him, but I think he's epic. I picked
Are
up,
those tentacles?
you know, these.
I didn't watch your video. Are those tentacles
No,
movable?
no, they're like stiff, but it's soft enough to where if you heated them up, you can put them any way you want.
Okay.
Yeah, but you know, I wanted one forever, so I was excited for that. I got some new vintage collection. I got 2 Death Watch Mandalorians.
Nice.
So very, very cool. Yeah, I'm really excited about that. So there'll definitely be a video of that. This guy finally turned up. I didn't have him the first time around.
Wow.
My prototype
Canceled.
Boba Fett.
Mine are canceled.
No way.
Yep.
Well, you already had one anyway, right?
Yeah, I have a few of those
Pretty sure.
prototypes. I'm not that worried about it.
And this guy showed up today. I'm very, very excited.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
now
mine's supposed
all
to
I
be
need
here
is
Wednesday.
Spider-Man. I just need the Japanese one, which is the one I'm looking forward to the most.
I think I'm going to order from Dorkside now that I know they ship some out.
Yeah, I got mine pre-ordered at I think Big Bad Toy Store. But yeah, that's it for me.
Look, Eric's upset over that whole Amazon. Salacious Bob, do you have any pickups?
Sorry. Yeah, I don't know how much of this. What did I wouldn't show anything. I can't remember whether you've seen these or not. So you have to say if you have. King Hiss.
Ooh.
Yeah, you like to get those graded figures. I like the way that they do all the accessories like that.
Series 80, Malaysia, 1986, King Hiss. Series 5. And this, it's got a tiny little, can you see the crack in the bottom?
Yeah.
So no one was bidding on it, but for me, that's nothing. I mean, a little hairline fracture like that. So I got him for less than the price of a loose King Hiss.
But the air is getting into the case now and is degrading the figure.
But doesn't it look cool, man? Doesn't it look cool?
Very cool.
That looks really
cool.
Really cool.
You know? So happy with that. Got this.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
Snap.
Man, you're sitting on gold that would explode your channel if you just reviewed some of these items that you're getting so early.
Yeah, I'm not really review channel though, am I, Sean? Let's face it. I mean, what am I gonna do? Like go
You just open it up, pull it up to the camera. Like my first, 100 videos were just opening them up and slapping them in front.
I'm gonna leave that for you guys. You do it so well. Like, there's no it's not.
By the time we see that though, there'll be 100 videos.
So, but I love
that. Looks sweet.
Yeah,
Look at
he
that.
is cool. Look at that.
Yeah, that helmet.
The
Does
Macquarie
he have
helmet.
an eye?
Yeah, that's the Ralph
Macquarie
McQuarrie art. I mean,
yeah, check that. Look at that.
I was gonna pass, but now that I see it up close,
look at the blue. Look at the blue.
That's
I
sick.
think that pack would have been super awesome if they had put
Look at the lightsaber.
the Luke Skykiller or whatever, with the face mask and everything in it. That would have made that just a phenomenal pack.
I agree with that.
Obi-Wan's this one.
Obi-Wan's weird, and he's like John Luke.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an odd thing right there.
But Vader, look at Vader.
Thousand's Ghost is telling you to open it. Oh no, I think he's saying don't open it.
I probably would open the Black Series because you can put them back in the box.
Yeah.
So, but I don't open them just because that will get put in a box and put straight into storage because I just don't have the room to display it. So, right, next up.
That's so sick. I can't wait for your TikTok on that one.
Yeah.
Dark Side.
Sweet. Where's the dude when you need him? I like the pose they put him in there. That's really cool.
Get a bit of stick, but I'm a Snyderverse fan, so
yeah,
looks cool, man. Fantastic figure.
I'm after Steppenwolf is the next one I want, but yeah, cool detail, and he's huge. This box is massive, and I waited for ages. I was patient. I don't pre-order these because they eventually do come down. So eventually came down in price, on Amazon. I think
I've only picked up Vader out of this wave.
So, Grand Inquisitor, Obi-Wan.
Kenobi does look cool though. I probably need to pick him up.
The Fifth Brother.
Have you picked all these up, Vern?
I'll show. I only got a couple. I'll show you the ones I picked up and why.
Super John's Chewbacca. I think I ordered.
Cool.
I think I ended up ordering about 4 of these to guarantee that I've got one for John. I can never remember.
One, but I don't like the color.
Never seen them.
I got the yellow body.
Oh, I like that.
Ooh, that is sweet.
At least you got one, Sean.
Yeah.
He's cool, isn't he? Super 7.
Yeah.
And then...
Yeah, I have that new one pre-ordered there. Ooh, look at that. What's going on here? Why is the card green? That is sweet.
Rune Hako. It's a custom card from a convention.
Oh, okay.
Signed by the actor.
That's pretty sick.
Jerome Blake.
Space.
Oh yeah, look at that. He played a couple people then, they're saying.
Yeah. Look at that.
Oh. What are you doing to yourself?
That is super cool.
I always used to call that Devil Man, but it's apparently the character is called Labria.
Yeah.
And apparently it's a woman, Penny McCarthy. I always thought it was a man, but
now is that a custom also, or what's going on there?
Custom card.
Okay.
Signed. And I mean the figures are real. So the figures are, I'm not sure what line that is. It's probably Legacy or Power of the Force, or it's one of the lines. Next up,
That's really cool.
Anthony Forrest. Now is it confirmed that Anthony Forrest actually played one of those Sand Troopers?
Yep.
So what made you start collecting these?
Well, I've got a collection of signed figures anyway. So I don't know how many, but I've got quite a few. And then my good friend, great collector, Chocolate Chip Wookie. He's a great collector over here in England. He's got an amazing collection. You should follow him on Twitter if you don't.
Yeah, I do. He's we're friends on there. But
yeah, super nice guy. And he's selling off some of his collection, and gave me a deal on these. So this is the second batch of these I've bought. So I couldn't say no, really.
I couldn't imagine what his collection's worth, because everything he has is like mint.
Yeah, for sure. Right, here's a.
Oh yeah.
You got to spot the spot the issue with this one.
Josh says you buy everything.
Not quite.
Yeah, he does.
Not quite. I'm nowhere near as prolific on Marvel Legends as you, Sean. I don't get anywhere near as many.
Yeah. Oh, I cherry pick them. Legends, Spider-Man. I'm all in.
Yeah. I've only got a couple of Spider-Men, so. You spotted the error?
No.
The error?
No? Yeah.
Apart from the yellow visor, but.
So this character.
Was it Force Awakens?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's on a rogue card.
Well, Connor here apparently spotted it right away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And can you tell me what's significant about the character's name?
Elo Asti?
Asti?
Yep.
Elo Asti? Nope.
Hello, Asti.
Hello, Asti. Sean, you should get it.
Yeah, like hello, Asti, or whatever that is. What's Asti, though?
Beastie Boys, Hello Nasty.
Oh.
It's bloody J.J. Abrams has
Like
Beastie Boys and
gets
everything,
it right here. G-Force, Eric Brown, Josh.
They've heard me say it.
That's it?
There you go.
All right.
Oh, by the way, the 40th anniversary He-Man went on pre-order today.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, I want that figure so bad. Can't wait till it goes up for pre-order around here.
Is it? I think it has, isn't it?
Only on sites
Amazon.
where they charge you up front. So I'm waiting for like Amazon, Big Bad Toy Store, maybe.
It went on Amazon today.
On
Amazon UK today it was. So
they charge you when it ships over there?
I don't know, actually. Good question. I'll have to have a look. I don't know. I'll tell you in a second.
All right, so I had this one already, just so you know. But when I saw all the clearance, I went back into my app and realized I could still return it. So I returned it, then walked back to the toy department and got this one and this one for basically what I had originally paid for this one. So just
I seen them this morning and I still passed at 11,
Yeah, I wasn't going to get them, but with the clearance, I got them. And then while I was there, I got just these
all those ones. Yeah, the Vader, you need to get him for sure.
So what I did was I ended up getting two of the Vaders because I'm going to keep one on the card. I'm going to open these. I like to open them, but I'm just going to keep the one on the card.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's all I was able to get this week. I was looking for the Saw Gerrera because I wanted to do the same thing with that, but they don't have him on clearance out there yet.
Oh, I can't wait till I hope they restock him over here.
Yeah, he's still like
he's
$40.
One I love, but not.
He's a good figure.
Yeah, not for that price.
But not for 40, right? Yeah.
No.
I think it's 41 in the store, and I think if you buy it, if you just do the price comparison, I think he's under 35 or something like that, like $33. It's ridiculous markup in the stores that they got. But
So, any announcements for toys this week? Apart from Avatars at D3, McFarlane's there, and some other toy companies there too. NECA is up there.
Oh, Star Action Figures have the missing Christmas Black Series figures. You know, the ones that were.
I've seen those pictures.
They've got
when
them
are
for
we
pre-order.
ever going to see those here?
So what is there? C-3PO,
there's a
Biker
Wookiee.
Scout.
In fact, I'm gonna have a look now.
A Mandalorian.
There's a Mandalorian, a Wookiee, and a C-3PO. I think.
I bought the last one. So
£30 each, $29.95.
Yeah,
Mandalorian. Yes, C-3PO.
I'm with you, Josh. I need them too.
Yeah, I want to get those, and I want to get the Halloween ones, but I have a feeling I'll never see them. Yeah,
I haven't seen them. Oh no, I did order the Halloween ones. I think.
Yeah, they weren't even up for order. I didn't see them up for order anywhere. Out here, they said at the con they were just going to show up in stores. There wasn't going to be a pre-order form. But I mean, oh well. Guess I'll probably never see them unless I get really lucky, or if they just bombard the store with them, right?
Looks like Reaction have done some new June figures. The 3.75.
Yeah, it's been a relatively quiet week for news because Hasbro has their PulseCon coming up. When is that?
I don't know. I stopped paying attention to like Hasbro's news on stuff just because I felt like they were just inundating me like weekly.
Yeah, I know it's getting out of hand. I think that's why I canceled that Disney Plus wave with the Ultron.
So we were talking. There was some talk, and what do you guys think about this? Do you think there's going to be like a correction in the action figure market or anything like that coming up? Do you think that there were people who were collecting because it was pandemic collecting? That as everybody starts going back to work, you'll just start seeing like less and less of the sold out pre-orders and the sold out in stores and that type of stuff.
Yeah. And also how they've treated like Black Series customers. I mean, they've literally been treating them like shit probably the past 2 years now.
Someone was saying the shelves in America seem to be a bit more stocked, which is suggesting
they're packed.
People aren't buying. People aren't buying.
That's true. So. Yeah.
But I mean, honestly, like, right? Like when I go into my store, there's like 6 or 7 Anton Merricks and 6 or 7 Galen Ursos and like 6 or 7 Landos. And I'm just saying, like,
but who
out
wants
of these,
those in their collection? You know what I mean?
This exactly, right? Who's collecting these figures? Just real collectors, right? People who are like
my buddy I go to the movies with, he's a casual collector. He won't buy those, but if there was Vader or a Mandalorian, it's just insanity. But even Costco Reeves is peg warming. So I don't know.
Yeah. That's weird. And then like for G.I. Joe, every time I walk in there, the movie ones are on the shelf and Gung Ho. It's like they just cannot get rid of that box Gung Ho.
Oh, I know.
And I think I think it has to do with they did that retro card one that looks a little bit better. I've never seen that one in the store, but I always see the boxed version.
I think the market like boomed, didn't it, during COVID?
Yeah.
And then post-COVID, we've had massive inflation. As people have been hit at the with increased gas prices. People have got less money, and at the same time, the toy companies have oversupplied. They've gone crazy. There's too many lines, too many figures, and people just can't keep up with all of it. And it's not surprising, really. It's not sustainable to buy everything. It just isn't. So you've got to cut loose at some point. And I also think it's important to try and stay within your means. And I think during COVID, a lot of people spent a lot of money, and are probably now there's probably a lot of people trying to pay off money, and I think that's right.
Yeah,
that should happen. That's the one thing I have to say about our community that does worry me, because we are a consumer led kind of, we collect, so we like to get stuff, but I would never ever want to see any of my friends get themselves into hardship because of the hobby, or feel like they have to buy stuff to stay in with the hobby. That's not the case, and I think it's very easy to get trapped into buying stuff, fear of missing out, and I don't want anyone to get themselves into bother, because it's not worth it. It's just
I agree with you.
It's got to be enjoyable, it's got to be fun, and we've got to be sensible.
Not just the fear of missing out, but the when you see somebody else that has something, it kind of makes you want it. You know what I mean? And then the fact that all the pre-orders or whatever were sold out makes you even want it more, right? Oh, I can't get it. I really have to get it. I mean, there was a time people were spending over $100 just for G.I. Joe figures because they couldn't find them at Target.
Oh, do you remember? Yeah, the Baroness thing.
Yeah.
Or the what was it, Cobra Island, or what was that Target?
Yeah, all the Cobra Island figures were ridiculous. The Trooper, the Cobra Island Trooper, which I have them all over the place now, but when you couldn't find that Cobra Island Trooper, they were going for 150, 160 bucks on eBay, and it was crazy. Yeah, ridiculous.
So we're a non-judgmental community. Like, we're a community where it doesn't matter how big or how small your collection is. It's about the passion of loving the properties and loving the material and enjoying being a part of the community. So, one of the problems with YouTube is you watch it through the prism of what you see on screen, and you don't get to appreciate people's livelihoods. So I know, like, someone said, Rob, you're always buying stuff. I don't have a family. I'm not married. I don't have kids. I don't have a huge mortgage. So my situation is very, very different. So everyone's got their own livelihood to look after. So I would never want anybody to be watching my channel and using that as the benchmark for them, because everyone's got their own course to lead, if you like. And you can't really compare, because it's, I don't have huge overheads or children to look after or things like that. So don't use me as your barris, as your
no, exactly. I understand completely. I mean, like, I don't have my kids at home anymore, right? And I mean, we've had our house for a while, so financially we're at that position where, like, yeah, if I want something, I could probably get it. But I still have to ask myself at times, like, oh, like when the Hiss tank, do I really want the Hiss tank or do I not want the Hiss tank? You know what I mean?
We all want it.
Do I have a place for it? What's going to happen to it when I get it? Am I going to keep it in a box? What is the intent I have by this? And you know what I mean? Because you're putting out, like, I mean, it's like, what, it was like $300 or whatever. So you're like, oh, okay, well, that's going to the movies 6 times or something, but still, you got to put it into perspective for yourself. What do you want to do, right? Like, I could totally buy these diorama pieces from somebody who's selling them online, or buy like a really nice one, like backdrop or something like that. But literally, these boards are like $8, and I already have the paint, and it's really just putting impressions in the boards and painting them.
I might start doing that now that I got a little bit of time. That'd be fun.
But yeah, Rum, I totally agree with you. I think you're right. You have to, like, put yourself into your perspective, and you're in a different situation than a lot of other collectors. Sean's in a different situation.
I've got 4 daughters at home still, with a puppy, and
family, your family and your health, and that has to come first. And
absolutely,
there's no pressure. The only pressure is what people put on themselves. There's no pressure. There's no competition. Everyone's got their own beautiful collections that they cherish. And I do, I don't want. There was one time in my life where I got into debt, and that was at university. And I piled up the debt I had to get through university. And when I left university, I had some credit cards. And I spent the next 10 years working my ass off paying off my student debt. And the moment the day I paid off my student debt was like the world had been lifted from my shoulders. It was such such an incredible feeling to not owe anybody. And since then, I vowed I'm never going to be in this position again. So I don't have credit cards or anything like that. I said I'm not going to do it. If I don't have the cash to buy it, I'm not going to do it.
That's what I've done with my collection. None of it is on credit. If I don't have the money, I don't get it. That's why I missed out on the Cantina Showdown.
Yeah.
But I picked it up later, luckily.
Yeah.
Because if I don't have the funds, I'm not doing that.
Rum's talking about his college debt, and sort of similar, but a little bit different, because it wasn't like educational debt. But you know how, like, I don't know what it's like over in the UK, but in the States, you go to college, they have like this they'll have like tables set up on campus, and they're trying to sign students up for credit cards. And they will like give you a t-shirt or give you a hat, And then the next thing you know, you're a student who doesn't have a job, and you have a credit card with like $1,000 or $2,000 on it, and you're like, "Oh, this is free money." And the next thing you know, you can't.
It's only $20 a month. They think,
Yeah. And the next thing, and then after a couple of years, I mean, because they know, hey, this guy's going to college. Once he graduates, they're going to have a good job or whatever. I think a lot of people fall into that type of a trap, right?
Yeah.
There should be laws.
Yeah. It's so easy. I mean, our whole society, when we're a consumer-based society, so if it's not toys, it's clothes or property or something. There's, but I think it's important for your mental health and your physical health as well to try and maintain some balance and not get too deep. And if you do find yourself getting too deep, then the worst thing you can do is to continue doing the same thing. So you've got to make a change, and you have to. And I tell you, the other thing is, it's hard, I know, to speak out. You've got to get help and speak out and get some support, because if you carry on doing the same thing, there isn't going to be a change. So, and you've got, sorry to be all preachy today, but I'm feeling very reflective. And it does worry.
Well, hold on.
It does worry me. It does worry me.
So I want to say something. Do you feel like you're doing a lot of reflection because you're getting older?
Yeah.
I feel coming up?
It might be that. I just feel. I actually feel more like I've made a lot of friends in the community, and we've got a really tight community. We don't always get on. Like, we have our ups and downs, but we have made some really good friendships. But I worry. I don't want to be. I worry about some people, and I don't want to be. I don't want some people to watch my channel and for me to be encouraging people to be getting stuff that they don't need. I don't want to be responsible. So, because I feel responsible. Like if I do an unboxing video and open up 5 boxes, it's like very consumery, isn't it? It's like, look at the things I've bought, and it's like, well, part of me is like a little bit like, I'm showing it because I'm a collector, and I love the properties, and I'm addicted, and I love the toys, and I love having them around, and it makes me feel good. But I wouldn't want somebody to be doing that if it wasn't. I wouldn't want, I wouldn't want to like somebody starting up to see my channel and then rack up a load of debt because they're like trying to copy or something. Do you know what I mean? It's like,
yes,
I feel
totally
a bit.
understand what
I
you're
feel
saying.
a bit responsible, Like, I don't want people to do that because that's not fun. That's not
so
fun.
Gilster's saying, like, get ahead of rent instead of buying toys or a giant TV. Use your tax return on 3 or 4 months of rent ahead. And segueing off of this, I know people that when they got their tax refund coming, it's all about planning on how they're going to spend it. And I never hear anybody talking about how they're going to plan on saving it. You know what I mean? And sometimes it's a good chunk. Like, some people are getting like $4,000 or $5,000 back, but it's already spent before it lands in their account. And
that's why I love my wife. Because if it was me, I'd be spending it,
Well, you can still collect. You don't have to have. You don't actually, because I actually started out my collecting. It's only recently I've been buying modern figures. I started off my collecting going to car boot sales, and like I would take 20 quid cash with me and just pick up all loose vintage stuff. And I would hardly spend any money at all. And actually, you can still collect. And like, I actually don't, people that sell a little bit to fund their collection, I actually don't have a problem with that. If you want to collect without ripping people off, I actually think that there's some sense in in buying a couple and selling one to fund the one that you've got. Why not? So anyway,
I collect most of my stuff. Well, I can't say most. I do buy new figures, but a lot of my stuff is secondhand. and you'll
Yeah.
see that I like do a lot of customizing. It's like usually something, if I can find like these ones that I did off the Jar Jar are all because they were like on clearance for like $9, right? Otherwise, I wouldn't have never been able to do that type of stuff. And if you
Yeah.
look at like some of my other customs that I have done over the years, I used to put them up on Figure Realm, the pictures of them, and a lot of them are from wrestling figures because you could get a lot, like 20 figures for like sometimes like $12, and they're just good base figures to use for that type of stuff. And I have so many like stormtroopers and stuff like that because I'll get a action figure lot that has like 15 figures in it, for like $30-$40 or something. And I have a bunch, like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 5 of these speeder bikes, not the black ones, but altogether 4 brown ones and this one, because I got them all secondhand. Not
It's the way
because
to
I
do
went
it,
and bought.
and you get some bargains. Yeah, it's the way to do
Yeah.
it. The Dark Lycan Baza gets an amazing hauls from his car boot sailing. In fact, I think I'm going back to the car boots. I miss them. They're also a great way of keeping healthy. So
Yes.
I think
mean,
I
you
might
get out.
transition. Yeah. I think I might start to pivot a little bit back to less modern and more vintage. I say that, and then I'll come on Free Men of the Monkey Lizard stream and start dribbling at the latest Marvel Legends Spider-Man.
Josh is collecting
Just don't eat.
instead of eating, and
That's an alternative. That's an alternative.
Yeah, no, somebody else is eating their figures, I think is what they said.
Yeah,
I lost the. But
Seconds
yeah, I
is
mean,
a good
like,
way. It's a good way.
I think you do a couple of things when you go to like garage sales or swap meets or even like the Goodwill, where I find a lot of stuff. Right, it's like you're putting just a little bit back into somebody who's trying to get rid of stuff because they're trying to make a little bit. So you're getting something at a much lower price sometimes, and they're getting something out of it too because they're clearing out their garage or whatever of something they don't want, and they're walking away with a little bit of money.
Yeah. Do you know the other thing is as well? It's very rare that a figure will come out that you'll never be able to get. Like there are some, but most of them turn up on the shelves or in toy fairs or whatnot. So the fear of missing out on pre-ordering or getting, you can normally pick it up later. So that the pre-ordering is stopping some people from having breaks in collecting, I think.
Yes.
And it's healthy to have a break now and again and refresh the finances if you need to. They will turn up. Those figures will turn up. I know some get
eventually. Yeah,
they'll eventually turn up.
Yeah, I mean, the only ones that truly sell out are probably Japanese imports, like Mayfex and SH Figure Arts.
Yeah,
the rest of it,
those are, I think those are kind of a niche because you really, I mean, they're a little bit on the higher end too, price wise. So if you're collecting those, you're probably collecting fewer, just because you're spending twice as much or whatever. But
yeah, you've probably got the finances to collect those if you are collecting them.
And I feel sorry for people doing Hot Toys. I mean, I wonder how our friend is over there. What's his name? But I've seen he's been posting lots of Hot Toys videos lately.
Who's that?
Who's that?
He collects. He used to be on Universal Collectors.
Oh,
that is his name.
Blue Harvest? Mark?
No.
Oh, Universal Collector, yeah. No, but
yeah.
I think he's always been a Hot Toys collector.
Who are you talking about?
Matt from Universal Collector.
Yeah, he's bought like maybe 8 of them recently. I think I've seen videos of.
I mean, with the figure art, Sean, right? Like, I know I bought a couple of them, like the Black Widow and stuff like that. But like this whole,
I love that one.
Right, is a figure arts. But this one came in a lot. I got this with like a Captain America, Star-Lord, a Rocket Raccoon.
That's really smart.
And the one Spider-Man that I have, and so there were like 5 or 6 of these figure arts, and honestly, I paid maybe $45 for the entire lot.
That's insanity.
And I think that what happened was because it was from the online Goodwill, people look at them, they don't know if they're counterfeit or not. so they don't want to buy them, right? But luckily, it turned out that these were all legit. I mean, they feel legit. The faces look really good on them and stuff like that. So I didn't question them. And it's not like I'm going to resell it or anything. So
yeah, that's why I'm very selective with those. I wanted to try Boba Fett and Mando, obviously, and that's all. I'm done there. And obviously Spider-Man. If I can ever get my hands on Superman, I would like one. Oh, I got
that
Batman.
Superman looks off. That Mayfec Superman.
Yeah,
looks
isn't it beautiful?
Fantastic.
Or this Batman. You got the Batman, don't you, Vern?
I have the Hush, yeah.
Is it the Hush one?
Yeah, but I mean, this is like the ultimate, Batman figure.
But I have this one, and I'm pretty happy with it because it's a 6-inch.
That's beautiful. What is that?
This is one of those. Mattel, I think, or whatever.
Is it?
Those colors pop, don't they? Like cake pops.
Yeah.
Yeah, like but he looks decent.
Yeah, give me 1 second, guys. My daughter's begging me here, so.
So yeah, I think I do think it's important, to like look around and I know like at Target, what they do is on the shelf, they try to mark everything up from what it is on their online. So it's important, like if you're going to a store like that, that you carry that app with you, scan it, because in the store they were asking like $15 for these, but they're like $11.99. So you can save yourself like $3. And if you buy like, 4 of them, it's basically you're saving yourself, another $10 or something. But I used to try to look for the vintage figure lots.
Yeah.
And what I would do is if I was missing one or two, I'd try to like save out the best ones or take the weapons or whatever, and then I would just release the rest of them back as lots, to try to break even. But sometimes I wish I had held on to them.
Yeah. Yeah, you've certainly picked up. You've certainly picked up some good stuff through those Goodwill lots. I still can't get over that £300 book you've got that you bought for $1. That's just crazy.
Let me show it to you.
Yeah, please.
$1.99.
Look at that. Oh, the Kellerman.
The only thing is, if you look at it, it does have like some damage on this bind right here.
That's nothing.
And the thing is, though, about it is, do you think this is a legit signature? Let me find it. Do you think that's a legit?
Yes, because who's going to go to the effort of signing that and then putting in Goodwill for $1? That's 100%.
So I always wondered if
they published a limited number, so he probably signed a good chunk of the ones that they produced. So
I was trying to get rid of it. I was trying to sell it because I wanted to get that Reed 5, but I had no takers, so I ended up not being able to get that other book.
Well, you could probably sell it on eBay, that Kellerman, or on a Facebook group. In a Facebook group, you'll probably get a couple £100 for it. I would have thought.
Well, you have to be on Facebook for that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
But and then I got my only lightsaber from Goodwill.
Not a collection, then.
It's not a collection. Well, okay, so I will say that I do have a collection because I probably have 50 or 60 lightsabers.
Well, that's
just most of them are this size.
They don't count.
No?
They don't
okay.
count. No.
And then I used to have a couple of those voice changing Vader helmets, the Halloween kind of ones. They were like $30-$40. They sold back in like the 90s.
I've got the Clone Wars ones. I've got a couple of Clone Wars helmets.
And I wish I would have kept one. I sold them at a garage sale or something.
Yeah, I've got a couple
Sean,
of Clone
you buy almost
Wars.
everything. How is that selective?
Yeah.
Let's see, hold on. What's interesting is like those McFarlane figures, they're $20 in the store, but you can, if you wait it out, you can always find them at a really great price when they go on clearance.
They're so cheap. I mean, I know, to be fair, like when you actually look at them and get them out, and the plastic is definitely, it's a cheaper plastic. It's definitely a cheaper plastic than Hasbro use. I like the sculpts though, and but they aren't. It is not a toy line that's gonna appreciate in value at all. You know, it's don't think you buy a McFarlane figures as an investment.
Right.
These pumped out so many, and the quality is, you know, just. But for value for money, I think it's a good line. Value for money is a good line.
I have a few of them, and I do like them. The only thing that the reason why I don't get that much into them is the same reason. I've like the Play Arts Kai and some of those. It's that scale, that 7-inch scale.
Yeah,
just throws me off because everything else I have is like in that 6-inch scale. And when Mattel was doing these figures, they were doing them in 6-inch, right? They did all the movie versions and stuff like that. And then they started doing those 7-inch scale. It just throws me off because I want them to be, you know, compatible. Yeah. So it's like the only ones I think like I could get away with are like I got the Shark King or whatever, because he's just a bigger dude anyways.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay.
Yeah, I do want to address somebody though. I think it's Jonathan Redmond said, Sean, I buy everything.
Yes.
Or
you heard that.
Saying that I buy everything, but I don't, you know. The only thing I buy complete is the Black Series. I will buy all of those figures because that's where my heart is. But when it comes to Marvel, like I skipped out on the X-Men wave, like the past 3 waves I've skipped out on. I will only buy anything related to Spider-Man when it comes to Marvel Legends and the main characters. You know, I have one Thor, I have one Captain America, you know, Revelations. I grew up, you know, that's also where my heart is, but I'm very selective, like Tila. You know, obviously, if you don't have this in your collection, I don't think you're a He-Man fan, to be honest with you. Look at that.
Oh, that's harsh.
For real. And then obviously,
God,
you know, like the retro collection, all I picked up was Vader. You know, so I'm very, very, very selective, and I don't go crazy. And vintage collection, I only pick up, you know, like the Death Watch Mando. Obviously, that's also where my heart is. But I won't buy the full waves of the vintage collection. I'm very selective on those. So really, I'm very conservative.
I think there's something to be said.
Yeah.
There's definitely something to be said for Sean for like picking, you know, some of your favorite figures and not worrying about having to get the whole line.
Yeah.
Just, you know, you don't need to get every single one of them, do you?
You don't.
The thing is with like the Black Series, like ordering that new wave, the one that they just said hit Hong Kong, right? That's the one with the Grand Inquisitor and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to have almost all of them in there, but I already have Kenobi. So I don't need another Kenobi, and I don't need the Grogu and the Pram because I think I got like 500 of those just by buying other figures. And I'm like, so that's $50 out of that wave that I don't need. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
maybe I should think twice about that. But
I mean, if you can turn them around or give them away or whatever, that's one thing.
I usually give them away to a neighbor here.
Yeah. Oh, well, so I got to move next door?
Well, no, he takes my daughters to school. Every morning he picks them up because he's the soccer coach over there. And he takes 2 of my daughters to school. So I give him the figures.
I'm just messing with you, Sean.
But yeah, I am very, very selective when it comes to most
Batman
of my
66.
collection.
Yeah, G-Force doesn't get any of the variants like the Mr. Freeze.
Oh, I have been buying those, but I'm very selective on those too. Just the main characters.
Are you getting all the variants too?
No, that's the thing. I won't buy the variants, but I did like Mr. Freeze. I picked up Mr. Freeze, Catwoman, and Batman, Robin, and the Joker, and that's it. Oh, and I did get the Batmobile. Oh, and the Batcave.
Cool.
So maybe I am going crazy. I don't know.
I do want to address one thing up here that G-Force said. I'm trying to find his.
Yeah, I do want the She-Ra, Brian. If I ever see her, I'm gonna snag her.
I know it's going to interrupt the thought process on this, but he said, Rum, that you have a birthday coming in 2 days. Is that true?
Oh, and I had to pick up, like this, that's just
getting
so
old,
cool.
Getting old.
Just the classic ones.
Getting old.
All right. Well, let's take a moment and wish you a happy birthday. How's that?
Yeah, 2 days.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Getting old, everyone. Getting old.
All right. So it's going to be Salacious's birthday in a couple of days, and here's a little word from some of the folks that you are friends with.
Oh.
Good day. It's Sonny, the art hobbyist, sending his regards and good wishes from the land down under. Happy birthday to you and all the best. I wish you a wonderful day with your family or friends. Lots of exciting gifts and surprises, and I hope there will be many more of these days for us to look forward to. Cheers.
Oh, I love you, Sonny.
That is sweet.
Happy birthday, Bob. Hope it's a good
one.
one.
Oh, Tuttle.
Hey there, Salacious. And of course, Bob. Sith Care Bear here with Wee Nug. And we just wanted to take a moment to wish you guys a happy birthday. We love you guys. The Monkey Lizard Army loves you. And we thank you for everything that you do for the community. It would not be the same without you.
Much.
And we appreciate you. Have a great day. Happy birthday, guys.
Say happy birthday to my good friend, Delicious Rum. I hope you have an awesome day and all the best in the future.
He's got the iron brew.
Hi, Rum.
Oh, Chantal.
It's your favorite special lady friend, Shanti.
Special lady friend.
General Shinobi, Madam Shanti. Best legs on YouTube.
Yeah.
Drinking from your favorite place, Starbucks. I just want to wish you an extremely, extremely happy birthday. I'm so happy to be part of the Monkey Lizard Army. You are an absolutely wonderful person. Have a great one. Bye.
Hey everyone, it's G-Force. As many of you know, Bob is terrible at getting his packages sent to people that he has out. So what I'm going to do is unbox his 3 wise monkey lizards right here for all of you today.
What?
In protest.
What? I've got a package for you, G-Force.
Hey, Rummy old boy. Happy birthday.
John.
And happy birthday to you too, Bob.
My brother. John.
Salacious Rum. I wanted to join in with all these other people here this evening wishing you a very happy birthday.
My Irish friend.
And thank you from the bottom of my heart for your friendship over this past year and getting to know you. And for all you've done forging the friendships between us all in this community. With your fun streams and your crazy videos, you really have been a pillar and an anchor for all of us people to come together and get to know one another. And for that, I think I speak for everyone when I say we're eternally grateful for your time and your friendship. In my native tongue, La Bretna Shona Jewett. Happy birthday.
Oh, you beautiful man.
That is awesome.
Thank you.
Is that it? Oh, that was wonderful.
I'm crying.
Good job, everybody.
Man.
Oh, thank you.
You are definitely the glue in this community.
Oh, Bob's crying. Thank you for oh, thank you, Sean. Thank you, everyone. Oh, that is bad timing. I'm already like with the Queen. You're sending me over. Thank you. I love you all. I do care about you all. I know I'm a dickhead sometimes. I'm sorry.
Are you gonna order a pineapple and ham pizza now?
I might have to.
I'm gonna have pizza tonight.
Oh, thank you, everyone. I love you. We're a good lot, aren't we? Really, we are a good lot. I hope we all get to see each other one day. Would be nice, even just once. You never know.
So, thanks everybody who sent in a little video, and I know I didn't get around to asking like everybody, and if I left you out or whatever, I apologize for that. But I think it was sort of last minute this week.
Oh, it's really nice of you. Thank you.
That was cool. Oh, and another thing, I'm not buying these repaints from the Black Series, the
Andor
Mandalorian
wave
concept ones. I'm not. Yeah, I don't really care about the Andor wave unless the show's phenomenal.
Listen, that Andor wave,
some peg warmers.
That Andor wave is to me a bunch of variations of like the Mud Trooper and Galen Urso.
It's a slap in the face, man. Honestly,
if you look at the belt and the pants and stuff like that, and then they put the Mud Trooper armor on them, then give him the Mud Trooper helmet. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to
Can only
support
take
that.
so
That's
much.
terrible. Put, your money where your mouth is and buy what you think deserves the dollars. Like that Peter Parker and Ned set, that's still on the shelf here in town. So I don't even know if I'll buy that for $25 on clearance.
Is this something you would be looking forward to, Rum, or does that sound more like a threat?
Well, FD, and Greedo are forming a band. We're gonna be called. Yeah, we're making a band. We're gonna be called the Tripods.
Yeah. All them birthday videos that you've made, somebody better make you one video at least, huh?
To be honest, I kind of tailed back on them a little bit because it was I haven't done one for a while because it was just so hard to keep up, and then I missed a couple of people, and so I haven't done them for a while. To be honest, I kind of started it and then I couldn't keep up because we had but thank you very much.
Trilogy, flesh them out. Yeah, that's the other thing too, is they keep making, if you look at some of the lines for Star Wars, right? Like some of those lines are like figures deep, and then you go to like the OG trilogy or whatever, and it seems like they're just missing figures.
Yeah.
Like they could do more with that line, I think.
And then the ridiculousness of like Vader. And then they have the vintage collection with multiple hands, and we know they could give us another helmet. I mean, we would pay more for quality. It's just crazy what they're getting away with.
I did repaint my Johnny Depp head. I don't know if you guys saw it.
Oh.
I tried to fix up the eyes a little bit.
It looks like Dan. Dandy.
Yeah, Dandy.
81.
Yeah, that's what we said. That's what we were talking about on Thursday.
That's funny.
And then I got a Tom Cruise head coming because Mission Impossible.
Oh, I was blubbering wrecking that film. Absolutely blubbering. You seen it, Sean?
Which one?
Top Gun 2, second Top Gun.
Oh yeah, I bought it on digital.
Oh my god!
Because I want to support it.
Oh, I was crying everywhere.
A lot of special features on there. No, I just watched it, and to see it at home, it was actually cooler. I thought, than in the theater.
Yeah, it was good. I've seen it like 4 times already. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's got me in the feels.
What part made
I watched
you
Pinocchio.
Blubber about Tom Cruise?
What made me blubber about it?
Yeah, what about Top Gun brought you to tears?
Well, I cry anything anyway. But the first Top Gun makes me cry. When he loses Goose and he's like, and they're in the ocean, and he pulls Goose out of the water, and and he's in tears, and then you see him in the pub. And he's quitting Top Gun, and it's just a hot. If that don't get you in the feels, then I don't know what would. But then they played the second one perfectly, didn't they? Bringing his son in, it's perfect. And so it's just a beautiful sort of arc, isn't it? That
story.
He gets to relive. He gets to sort of honor Goose through his son, and it's like. I don't know if you'd call it redemptive or what, but there's just a beautiful journey, a heartfelt human journey that kind of completes the story, I suppose. It's a family thing, isn't it? Really, I suppose at the end of the day, it's like the bit when they are playing piano in the bar. And you realise that the little kid that sat on top of the piano is Rooster, So I don't know.
Yeah, so good.
It's a yeah.
Well, I can't think of a moment I cried in it, but I did really like the movie. But you know what I noticed about like this one over some of his other films? Like he started doing this in the Mission Impossible. I felt like he just took himself very seriously up until there was one Mission Impossible, you know, where they were fighting in the parking structure, and then he's down with like the briefcase to shut off the transmission. He's like, "Mission accomplished," or whatever he yells, and then pushes the button.
I tell you what it is. I tell you what it is, Vern. It's that lad grew up without his dad. Rooster. Yeah. His dad is a hero, but he never really didn't grow up with him. No, and so he tries to honor his dad by joining the services and following in the footsteps of his dad. And
yeah, what gave me the feels
standing in his way.
And then Tom
how
Cruise,
he never told them, you know, that he did it for his mother. That gave me the feels, I think.
Yeah. Well, I thought that was decent that he didn't, right? Like trying to say.
I wanted that closure, and you know, it didn't give it to you. We just have to be happy with the decision that he made, which I guess is a lesson they're trying to teach us.
What was that bit? You missed me. You got me there.
You know, where he pulled his, I guess, records or something.
So because of his mom.
Yeah, because the mother asked him not to ever let him do that. Yeah. And he wouldn't tell him that's why. He thinks that it's because he's a dick, you know, when he wasn't. He did it because he loved him.
Yeah.
And that's what gave me the feels.
Yeah.
I think they hit like a huge amount of nostalgia points. I mean, to be completely honest, if you compare like this to the way they did the Force Awakens, right? The Force Awakens was almost a remake of Star Wars. You know what I mean? To give you all that same nostalgia points. I don't think that this was necessarily a complete remake, but still allowed you to have all those nostalgia points that you were looking for.
Yeah.
So it was really smartly done in my mind.
Yeah, even the love story was funny, you know, where he jumps out the window and the daughter's in the kitchen and stuff. That was just
that was hilarious.
It was just great.
And they found somebody that was age appropriate.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the latest She-Hulk. People aren't really liking this, are they?
Yeah, I'm not waking up early in the morning to watch it, so I'm taking my time.
So here's the key that I found myself in for the She-Hulk, right? Like, I won't spoil it because I know you haven't seen it, but so all the episodes I feel like you could watch independently. Like I know there's a bigger arc, a bigger story being built throughout the season, but I don't think you need to see one to see like the other. Yeah. And two, I'm not like walking away from the show with this like, oh my gosh, they just led me on this like long trip that ended nowhere, making me need next week's episode to fill in the gaps. Yeah. Like it's not making me feel that way. So as every episode completes, I'm like, oh, okay, well, I've seen the episode and it was funny and you know, there was action in it or whatever, but I'm not walking away from it like wondering why didn't I get something? Does that make sense? Like with the Moon Knight.
Absolutely. Well, it's kind of like
every
the
episode,
Mandalorian.
Yeah, every episode you're like going, I'm not done, and why can't I watch the next one? Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I thought it was good.
Yeah, they're fun. But I want a show that I want to watch multiple times. Like every single Star Wars show, I watch maybe 3 to 4 times each. People still complain about the Book of Boba Fett, but to me, I love the Book of Boba Fett. And I did watch each episode 3 to 4 times. And I woke up or stayed up till midnight to watch it. But She-Hulk's just not doing that for me. None of the Marvel shows are, except for Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I watched each one of those twice, probably. And maybe Loki.
I have watched the Hawkeye series probably like 3 times.
Yeah.
And then
the Hawkeye lost me. I think that's where it started to go downhill for me.
Really? I don't know why that one. Yeah, see,
well,
Thousand Scars.
The car chase scene was the last one that I watched multiple times.
Really?
Yeah. Wow. Where they're, you know, with the bow and arrows in the car, and this is the first time they like she shows her skills to what's the guy's name that plays Hawkeye in the show?
Jeremy Renner.
No, his name in the show, I can't remember what his name is.
Connor, She-Hulk is made for people that have a good sense of humor and understanding,
Yeah.
and understand enjoying and a laugh and having fun. It's not for everyone.
No, it's definitely not for everyone. But it is a laugh, and that's why I keep tuning in, because it is fun.
I think it is. I think it's totally fun. And I mean, the other show is like that I picked up this week is Cobra Kai. Have you guys started watching any of that?
No.
Okay.
No, not yet. I will do.
No. I've been watching Big Brother over here. I don't know if anybody watches that.
Which an older one or?
No, this is the new season. Like last night, there's a 2-hour episode. I watched that.
Do you remember the first series with the Paul Oakenfold soundtrack?
Yeah, I know there's a UK version. It's different over here.
Oh, you're not talking about the UK one? Do you not remember?
No, I know Sean Ryder was on a UK one. I'd love to see that, how that went down.
And if there are any Brits in the chat, do you remember when Big Brother came out and Paul Oakenfold did the soundtrack? It was epic.
But yeah, that's a fun show for me. Because my whole family
you did the
gathers
soundtrack.
together.
You did the soundtrack.
Oh, I did.
You did the soundtrack
Okay.
to the first
All
Big
right.
Brother.
Well, you keep saying that Oakenfold, dude, and I've never looked him up in like a year and a half. Are you saying that?
And the Kenobi, the making of Kenobi was on this week. I did watch that too. That was really good. Just watching Hayden Christensen tear up
that was
watching himself on screen.
If you want to Paul
sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go, and then I'll tell you afterwards.
Well, Sean was rambling about the Kenobi show on Disney Plus, but not the series, the behind the scenes.
Yeah.
I've not seen
Did
it
you see
yet.
it?
It's about an hour and a half. It's good.
Yeah,
No, not yet.
Okay, what were you gonna say? You were saying search.
I was gonna say if you want to listen to a good Paul Oakenfold track, listen to Paul Oakenfold, Southern Sun. I start getting blubbery at that. Southern Sun. I start crying when I listen to it.
Can you imagine if they use that track in Top Gun 2?
Oh, just be erect. Yeah. I was a wreck at Danger Zone. I started crying at Danger Zone. I was like, Danger Zone.
Didn't they play that at the very beginning?
They did, yeah. It was awesome. They should have done Berlin, though. They instead of doing Berlin, Take My Breath Away, they bloody did the weird Gaga thing. They should have brought back Take My Breath Away.
Yeah, but I guess they're tying it to be with that other girl. So it's kind of good that they did leave that out.
Yeah.
And it only clicked for me the other day that girl is Penny Benjamin, and he went ballistic with the Admiral's daughter, Penny Benjamin. That was a line in the first one.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, only because at the start, when they're introducing people, her name it just says Penny. Well, it must be Penny Benjamin. It's like that time you went ballistic with the Admiral's daughter, Penny Benjamin. She lives on base, so her dad's got to be an admiral. So it must be Penny Benjamin. Surely.
Oh, you're probably right.
What's bringing me to tears this week has been Nirvana. I've been listening to a lot of old Nirvana, watching their live shows and stuff, and going into the conspiracy theories too. Like, was it really suicide, and all the evidence like between him and Axl Rose. There's a lot of crazy stuff in Metallica. Have you ever seen the footage where Metallica went on stage making fun of Nirvana?
No.
Like, there's one joke I'll tell you. They go, what color were Kurt Cobain's eyes after he killed himself?
Shit.
And they said blue. One blue that way, one blue this way. And
that's
he said that in front of thousands of
gosh.
people.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's brutal. And then Axl Rose used to always talk shit about him.
Is that James Hetfield that did that joke? Because he's crazy.
James Hetfield did that joke, man. I couldn't believe it. That's so distasteful.
Yeah, he lost the plot a bit, didn't he? He lost the plot a little bit.
And then, of course, there's Megadeth with Dave Mustaine. I watched some. I've had a lot of time off this week, so I've been going down some rabbit holes. But Kurt Cobain, really is unique, man. It's insane, but crazy.
Yeah.
Anyhow,
when Nevermind came out, I remember going to this will make you laugh. I remember going to a village disco and slow dancing with this hot chick from the neighboring school. We were slow dancing to Nirvana, and Bob might have got an early snog there. That might have been one of Bob's early snogs.
Did you see somebody
Nirvana
posted
came out
a
right when I
video?
was leaving England.
Somebody posted
like
a video of Nirvana playing at a Radio Shack.
Yeah,
I
I've seen that too. Yeah, that was
Crazy.
supposedly before they even
They
had
were
a
famous.
label. I guess they worked there, and that's why they were playing. But yeah, I even watched that. I mean, I'd probably watch a good 10 hours on YouTube of Nirvana footage. And it's just, they're, I appreciate them even more. But I used to think Courtney Love had him killed. But now after watching all these videos, I think the drummer of Guns N' Roses possibly had something to do with it. Because the day before...
Do you want to talk about any other possible conspiracies you believe in?
Yeah.
We need a little video segment. It's like
the drummer,
Sean Solo conspiracy hour.
But yeah, because they were fighting with Axl Rose a whole bunch, going on stage, the MTV Music Awards. It was like within, a few months. And then one night he bumped into the drummer of Guns N' Roses. And then like the next day he was murdered alone. So what if somebody knew, hey, I know Kurt's alone in this place. Why don't we go up there? Because supposedly they're saying he couldn't pull the trigger. Like, how can you, being that high on heroin?
There's no way the drummer of Guns N' Roses murdered Kurt Cobain.
No, he didn't murder him.
He was a heroin addict.
They could pay somebody $1,000. Say like, hey, I'll give you $1,000 if you.
You know what? I'm buying into this story now, Sean, because I saw this movie called "Don't Kill the Messenger," and it's about a guy who used to work for the Sacramento Bee, and he broke this Iran-Contra story back in like the 80s or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he was debunked because all of his sources basically backed out. And he ended up working for like the penny savers, scraping by, whatever. He was living away from his family. And supposedly he committed suicide by shooting himself twice in the head.
Twice? See?
It's
crazy.
The physics worked out on that.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm like,
Sean, you've gone on a really weird deep dive.
But I watched Dave Mustaine interview with Joe Rogan, and they were on there talking about the old days of Metallica.
Okay, I don't believe it anymore.
I just thought, but
just throw his name out there, and I don't
Joe Rogan. Yeah, you didn't love him, or
you just lost your credibility.
I like Joe Rogan.
I've watched a few interviews. Elon Musk is a good interview.
I watch all of
smoke
them.
A joint together.
Yeah, I like watching him. I like watching all of them because he just gets interesting. He gets interesting guests on.
How do they feel about him in the UK anyway? Because he wasn't around when I was in the UK.
Who, Joe
He was
Rogan?
on that show. Yeah. What was that show he used to do?
Fear is not a factor.
Fear Factor.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I think people think the same of him as in America. I think he's the number one podcast in the world, isn't it?
Yeah. Or who else rants that's real famous right now? The British guy. How do they feel about him in the UK?
Andrew Tate.
He's in the Minions. Something Russell. What's his name?
Russell Brand.
Russell Brand.
Yeah, Russel Brand. How do they feel about him?
He's been ranting for years. What are you on about?
Dude, he posted a YouTube video and it gets like a million views in an hour.
He has been for ages, man. He's been a conspiracy nut for years, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, Russell Brand. Yeah, I like Russell. He does his interview with Joe Rogan's pretty good from a few years ago.
Yeah, I watched some of those, but that's really entertaining for me, especially Elon Musk, because when the whole Twitter thing was going down, I gained more curiosity, like why he wanted to go to Mars and all that stuff. And that Joe Rogan interview.
Have you seen all the Andrew Tate stuff? Have you?
No, I don't even know who that is.
So Andrew Tate has been banned from every internet platform, but he doesn't have his own channel anywhere. Do you not see all the Andrew Tate videos?
That's kind of like that mad guy over here, the big guy,
Alex Jones.
Yeah.
Well, he had a whole InfoWars channel, and so Andrew Tate started like a pyramid internet scheme called Hustlers University, and so he's popped up on thousands of channels all over the place. I can't believe you've not seen him.
No.
Andrew Tate.
I try not to go down that hole too much because obviously there's some sensitivity down there.
He's been the most famous person on the internet for like the last the last month, and he's suddenly been banned from everywhere.
What other conspiracy theories can we bring up?
I love.
We got
I
the Kurt
love.
Cobain.
One of my most favorite films ever is Oliver Stone's JFK film.
I
Have you
haven't
seen that?
one.
Have you not seen it? Oh,
Only
shit.
The Doors. I watched this. The Doors.
I love The Doors, but the
Yeah.
JFK film is incredible.
I'll have
But
to check that out.
it's really freaky. It's really freaky. But yeah, that basically is a you know, a conspiracy story that basically says the American military complex got together to take out Kennedy because he was going to pull out of Vietnam and end the Cold War essentially and bring peace to the world, and it would have been at the cost of thousands of American jobs, you know, fighter planes, helicopters, Bell helicopter, and so that's a crazy story. That is absolutely crazy.
Yeah, there's a few of them out there. I mean, look at Marilyn Monroe. You know, she may have been killed because of him, and then there's Bruce Lee.
The biggest conspiracy is related to what Thousands Ghost is saying. He's saying the moon is hollow, but it's not hollow. We don't know because we've never been there. And
I know. Oh shit.
If you and here's the proof in the pudding, right? Like besides the tour that all the astronauts did where they went around and spoke to all the media, not one of them have ever come out and talked about going to the moon after that.
Yeah. Except supposedly Alderaan gets really defensive. Like if you say to him personally that they didn't go to the moon. Yeah.
Yeah. They try to get him to swear on the Bible that he went to the moon, and he punched the guy out instead of swearing on the Bible.
Oh, I saw that.
No way. I didn't see that.
They have done loads of interviews, though, haven't they? Neil Armstrong, and there's loads of interviews.
Only during that time.
Really?
They never repeated it.
There are some crazy videos about that. Have you ever seen Room 243?
No, but I seen that one. A funny thing happened on the way to the moon.
Right.
Explains everything.
Room 243. Room 243 is the hotel room in Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. And it's a documentary about how Stanley Kubrick was how The Shining is actually secretly about Stanley Kubrick's guilt that he helped film the moon landings. Because he was filming, he was filming 2001: Space Odyssey at the same time.
Listen,
and developed the technology. But anyway, if you watch the documentary, The Shining is actually full of imagery related to the moon landings, including like
no way.
Yeah, like the boy's shirt has got the Apollo art, his jumper, the carpet. You know, the carpet he cycles down. The carpet he cycles down in his little car.
Yeah.
It's got a pattern that runs it, and the pattern is the exact shape of the takeoff. What do you call it? The
pattern. The blast
pad.
pattern.
The pad. It's the exact shape of the pad that the Apollo took
Listen,
to go from.
You know how they have all these like telescopes that can give you these super clear images of other planets?
Yeah.
Show me one image from a telescope showing me where they landed on the moon and the Jeep and the flag that's still there. Show me one clear picture of the moon and zoomed in on that area. It's never been taken.
Ooh.
Why?
Because there's nothing there to take. There's no way to take a picture of something that's not there.
Yeah, they got some amazing pictures coming of the galaxy and black holes.
Yeah, supposedly.
Did you see that?
Well, there's no Vern. You can't dispute that the Apollo didn't take off.
Oh, they took off. They just circled the Earth for a week or so.
Yeah, and you think about the technology that they had back then. They made this thing land, and we had all these other explosions.
Why would they spend
pretend like we had
time
some
and money? But it doesn't make sense. Why would they spend? This is where your theory is easily debunked, I think, because there's no two ways about it.
They spent all that time and money trying to get there, realizing they couldn't, didn't want to look like they failed, so they sent them up, circled the Earth, and then they just manufactured this video about the landing.
Oh, I don't know.
And the Earth is flat.
That's seriously cynical. They did it. They did it. They did it. It's just...
Yeah, but if you watch the
do have pictures of
documentary,
the
like
track.
how quickly they were doing it and they were rushing
Here's a
it,
picture of the moon.
and I
The
guess some
documentaries are
people
compelling,
died,
I know.
just experimenting on trying to land, and this thing had legs like a coffee table, and it landed on the moon is insane.
You guys are right. I mean, obviously, I believe we've been to the moon. Okay, just to clear that up. But it's interesting to watch all of the conspiracy stuff and then to actually get right down into where everybody feels like these are the reasons and these are all the truths. And if you only look at them, right, for what they're saying, it sounds completely legitimate.
Compelling, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could make an argument for nearly
Alien
everything.
in Space says the flag is on the dark side of the moon, and that's why we haven't seen it.
I would disagree with that because the dark side of the moon is always dark, and they saw the Earth from where they were, and I think they landed on the light side of the moon because they would have wanted to be able to see where they were landing.
Yeah, you would think
but
so.
Who knows? I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm not an astronomer, and I never studied that stuff. So I thought they landed on the light side, but I mean that could be true.
Megatron got them, Ghost says.
Yeah.
Megatron got them.
I mean,
I enjoyed all them films.
I mean, I was waiting all my life. I was waiting for them to build that base up there, just in case it breaks away from the Earth.
We're getting all kinds of random people in the chat from our conversations.
The flat earthers, the flat earthers are a bit crazy, aren't they? How do they sustain that?
Yeah, that makes no sense.
That's just crazy.
Blows my mind.
How do they keep that one going?
I thought
that's
one
some
side
brainwashing right there.
So I'm seeing right here where it's like there is no dark side of the moon, but I thought for sure that one half of the moon is always dark.
There is the dark side because that's where the Chinese are building their base.
Well, they're building something in the ocean,
They are 100%.
They have built something in the
they
ocean.
They are 100% going for the opposite side too.
And building a big base over there. So when
yeah,
they blow
there's
the
a
planet
space.
up,
We're in a space race at the moment.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. It's absolutely crazy.
It's amazing, actually, incredible. But we can't solve our problems here. It just drives me bonkers. And it looks like electric cars aren't the answer because they're saying,
I guess I'm wrong.
The energy that we need to work these cars, because we're energy dependent. It's insane, man. Crazy shit.
Well, the electricity's got to come from somewhere, I think, is what you mean.
Yeah.
And
if everybody has an electric car, and then I guess the pieces to make these batteries, we're killing people in Africa or something. I don't know what's going on with that whole story.
No, I see. Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say the mining, it's not completely sustainable, is it? The amount of mining that goes on. But
and that's hurting the atmosphere too, from what I hear, right? It's crazy.
Elon Musk is a legend. Elon Musk is a legend.
That's why you ought to hear that show with him and Joe Rogan. And it's funny because he does smoke a joint on there, and his workers are texting him saying, "What are you doing? Don't do that."
I know his stock plunged after that, but he doesn't care.
Yeah, but
I had read something once about the manufacture of those batteries when electric cars were first coming, and they were saying that the manufacturing of the car creates more greenhouse gases and pollutants than just driving a car around for 10 years with gas.
See? That's crazy.
But it's probably a much cleaner manufacturing now for them.
Yeah.
No, I don't think we're from Mars and that we burned out our planet. I think we came as part of one of the 12th colony, and one day the Battlestar will finally show up.
I'm from Kowak.
If we wear our Nikes.
I'm from Kowak, so
no, Battlestar Galactica. We were from somewhere else too, right?
I can't speak for these lot, but I'm from Kowak.
Oh my!
I'm Kowakian.
You're Kowakian, so you are from a galaxy far, far away and a long time ago.
That's right.
You used to live in one of those trees, right, with all those other Kowakian monkey lizards?
Yeah, Jungle Avenue, Kowak. You have to go through an interdimensional space portal to get back there. I know where there is one though. So
Boy, this has been a crazy show.
That's why I haven't won the dude's not around, huh?
Conspiracy theory minute. Werner von Braun.
Oh Jesus, he's a Nazi. He was the Nazi jet propulsion expert
that we brought over and somehow
Yes, I did see that. I've been binging, the World War II stuff because it's so interesting. But I guess when we won the war, we took all their scientists.
They were split up. Some went to the Soviet Union. The Soviet Union got some of the best because they were, if you remember, they were the first in, and then the Brits had some, and then the Americans had some. So they're all split up.
Top 10 conspiracy theories for next time.
Yeah,
hey, we would grab an audience, would we?
That's a good one.
Time.
That's a good
Saturday.
Oh my gosh! So you're hosting next week, Sean?
I don't know.
Or whose day is it?
No idea.
Okay.
I would have been the following week, but maybe I should do next week just because.
I don't know. Well, which order are we on? I didn't even know anymore.
I think this was supposed to be my weekend. Was today?
No way. We were talking about it before.
You
That's
said
how
you
I
needed
knew
it.
it was.
Remember, you're like, "Can I have that weekend?"
No, you were saying no. I'm not going to be available. I remember that conversation.
Look, we've gone the whole thing without arguing today.
Yeah.
So
that's why I knew it was From's birthday this week.
Yeah.
If I look at the playlist, it was the dude last week. Then it was me. So it's Sean next.
Okay.
Yeah, Connor's right. You know what's really amazing is that story. I guess the Battle of, is it Stalingrad or something, where they were surrounded. That's an incredible story.
Crazy. Huh? Yeah, there's a good film, wasn't there, about the the Russian sniper during Stalingrad. Yeah, they were getting their ass. They were getting their ass pounded.
Could you imagine living in that? It's just
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Eastern Front was none of the fronts were good. Let's face it. I mean,
Is that the name of the film, Brian? Or?
Yeah, with Jude
Law. Jude Law. Good film. Really good film.
I want to watch
it. Film. Enemy at the Gates. Yeah, good film.
All right, Sean, are you actually going to do any videos this week?
Yeah, Amazing Fantasy. Because it's what's happening is you're buying action figures and you're not excited anymore. But I got this Spider-Man and I'm excited. So,
Delicious. What are you doing this week?
I'm on a bit of a roll in terms of writing songs. And I'm just really enjoying it again. I wrote a rap song, a hip hop song to Crazy Town. Did everyone hear that?
Oh yeah.
And this morning I woke up and got a little bit inspired and wrote a really small track. So there's a new one on my channel, and I've got a couple more in the works. So I think I'm on my third album now. So I've filled 2 albums worth. So I don't know what the third album is going to be called, but I think I'm going to do some more hip hop because I've got some instrumental tracks of some of my favorite hip hop. Like I've got some instrumental. I've got Black Sunday, Cypress Hill, purely instrumental. So you can basically rap over the top of it. So I'm going to do a couple. I've already written some lyrics, but we're building Lego tomorrow. At 3:00. And on Monkey Lizard Hangout this week, I'm just doing an open mic just for an hour or so, just to self-congratulate myself for my birthday, basically.
Nice. Sounds good.
So it's birthday party then.
Yeah, basically.
Live.
Well, we don't really have any of them anymore, do we? We're getting old.
Yeah.
Well, I know I didn't get my invitation for the Lego thing, so probably just do Mega Blocks tomorrow. 7.
We should do some gaming. No, I've got time on my hands.
Do you know, the Tunnel and Super John and I played PGA golf today. We did a round of golf and we streamed it.
That would be fun.
Oh, really?
It was brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant.
Did you have?
I used to love the Hot Shots golf game. That was a lot of fun.
Did you have a boombox built into your club bag?
A boombox into my club bag.
That's Caddyshack.
Oh no! Oh yeah. No, but there was a lot of what's the other? There was a lot of. We did a lot of film references to. What's the other one? Get in your hole. It's you too good for your hole. What's that one?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, come on. What's that? Adam Sandler.
Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore. We were just quoting Happy Gilmore all the way through it, which is funny.
Nice. All righty. All right, let's see. Hold on. I'm trying to find my banners.
Did you say what you're doing? Did you say what you're doing, Dan?
I don't really have any plans right now. Like, I've been trying to work on my stop motion project, so I've really not been doing a whole lot other than putting that, kind of getting some shots and stuff in order. And then I did some stuff, and then now I wasn't happy with the way it turned out, because I don't know if sometimes my stop motion doesn't look fluid, right? Like, and I want this to look way better than what I have done before. So so I have to go back and reshoot like a couple of things, but I'm not near done. That's the problem. It's it's going to be a lot of work. And I did that little trailer, but all of that stop motion that I used in that trailer is stuff that I had previously done. And I was just kind of doing a proof of concept for what I wanted to do. And kind of one of the things that, the reason why I didn't use any of the new stuff that I've done is because I want it kind of to be a surprise when I'm ready to like put it out there. Yeah. And also because I'm going to be asking people if they want to do voices. Otherwise, everybody's going to sound like me. Which could still be funny, right? Me having a conversation with myself, I guess.
There should be some voice changer apps or something.
Yeah, there's one, but
it's
I think it
junky.
would. And then I don't even know how would you record, because I could totally do it like the way they did that old Star Trek cartoon where I could like send somebody their lines and they could just record them and then send me the audio. But it might even be better if like there was like a scene with three people logged into something like this, and you could just record the conversation.
Oh yeah, that'd be
you know
fun
what I mean?
too.
That way.
That might be difficult because you're gonna have a bit of a lag. You would normally record your audio separately and then overdub it. So that would normally be the way. Trying to record a conversation would be really hard, I would say.
You think so?
Yeah, normally if you went into the studio, you record your lines separately. So unless there is a really emotional kind of scene where you want people to be playing off each other, but I think
there's going to be some like humorous type conversation, right? Like I want there to be like some humor conversation that, and I think the pausing is where it's going to be an issue if the two people aren't talking to each other.
Well, that's where voice acting comes in, because you've got to alter you've got to. Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, so and maybe it's one of those things to have like just like a, hey, this is how it should play out. Maybe the other person could be recording it their lines, and I'll be recording the other lines while we're doing this type of a situation, and then just send me your audio recording type of thing.
Yeah, you could record your bit of the conversation,
and they can record their bit,
and then you can. So I could listen to you and then and record mine, playing off of your
like
audio. So
something like that.
It's that, or you need to see the video. So and you need to know the lines. You definitely need to see the video really to do the audio, because you've got to synchronize it. So that's the other bit is synchronizing the audio
when you're doing that, like what I've noticed before when I did stop motion, you can add more timing in for the speaking part of the character if the voicing takes longer. Does that make sense? So instead of trying to fit in like a sentence into the video, if it takes like 10 seconds longer, you can just add more keyframes in. Because you can copy keyframes if it's just two people talking. So
yeah,
but that's what I'm working on. So, anyways, yards.
I don't think you can. I honestly don't think you could do it the way you said, because that's relying on all of you doing it perfectly well live at the one time. And the chances of that happening are slim to none. When I do like an audio recording, it might be like my 5th or 6th one of that line that is right. So when I record a song...
Oh, go ahead.
Like when I record a song, like my first go at it is normally off key. And then the second one is normally the timing's wrong, or it's normally like the 3rd or 4th one. It's very rare you'll nail it first time. So
everybody's going to have to nail it.
Yeah, the chances of everyone nailing their lines, like I can't see it happening. But we can try it.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens when I finish my portion.
Yeah, some people just won't be able to act, and it'll be too late.
Oh, it'll be fine. I mean, I'm not worried about like so much the acting as maybe just getting some different character voices. Yeah, I think that'll make the big difference. I mean, I've watched a lot of...
How many voices have you got, Vern?
How many? I haven't actually put out a call for voices yet.
No, how many have you got?
Oh, how many can I do?
Yeah, that's the first
have you
thing
ever seen my? Have you ever seen my action team movies that I did a long time ago?
Yeah.
Okay, I did all the voices except for the president's daughter in that one.
Yeah.
So you like that Resident Evil game where they're like, "This is blood. This is blood, Jill."
I have one really crummy Southern accent and stuff like that, and then I think I was mixing them up at one point, but anyways. All right, everybody.
You could always record one of your voices and then select all the audio of that voice and pitch it down or add some tone to it, like in post effects, if you wanted to make it a bit more distinct.
I don't know. Like, I've been trying to figure out how to do like an auto tune where you take like somebody talking and then add it to like music to turn it into like a song or something like that. But I have no clue how to do that kind of stuff.
You need some audio editing software.
Yeah, I have what's that? The one that comes with the Apple, the GarageBand.
Yeah, perfect.
I can't figure out how to use it.
It's absolutely bang ideal. That is a great piece of kit. That's all you need.
All right. Well. What?
I just seen that Jeremy Johns reviews. You ever seen that? I guess he reviewed Pinocchio. I'm interested in seeing what he thinks.
All right, cool.
It's gonna be funny. But I noticed Tina was saying she watched it. I enjoyed Pinocchio. I thought it was kind of cool. And then what else did she say she watched? Because I've seen that too. That was kind of cool. Oh, Love and Thunder. Yeah, that was a good one.
Oh, I've not seen that yet. That's out now. Isn't it on Disney? I might go and watch that now.
All right. Love and Thunder. It's good. It's worth a watch. Definitely. All right, so let's wrap this one up.
All right,
I'm trying to find my banners. Don't forget that you can listen to us on podcast. Are you still doing that?
I am. We're up to date. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. And then all the links to our channels are in the description. So go ahead and check that out. And thanks for joining us, everybody.
On Twitter, everybody. We're always there. Rum's all over the place.
He is. He's everywhere. All right, everybody. Have a great weekend. Happy birthday, Rum.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. We're back. A Dude's Nerdery.
Oka Studios, hey Vern, Sean Solo 8, Salacious, Rom, that's right, 3 Men and a Monkey Lizard, bringing out toys to play, 3 Men and a